What's up guys, my name is Matthew and today I am starting my reading vlog for the Winterween Readathon hosted by the lovely Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte. So I did Camp Weekend Ween and had so much fun with it, so I decided to jump on this readathon as well. I have my merch. I went with the sweatshirt with the blue, give me that winter vibes, love it. I have 4 books that I am going to try to read this week. That's ambitious. I'll likely only get to 3. But what I'm gonna do in this intro video is talk about the prompts that Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte decided on for this readathon and what books I decided to fit with those prompts. And of course, my cat is going to the bathroom because when I start speaking, she feels the need to go to the bathroom. We're gonna unpack that. Okay, so this readathon has 5 prompts. I've picked 4 books. I'll likely only get to 3. Stop. Just try not to attack Lizzie. Be sweet. Say hi. Okay, so there's 5 prompts. The first one is read a book in the dark or at night. I pretty much only read at night, so that's gonna be easy. And I usually read with just a lamp, which is terrible for my eyes, but that's what I do. But I guess for that one, I'm going to read Karin Slaughter's False Witness. The next prompt is read a book with a winter setting. Okay, so I'm from New Orleans and we don't really get winter, but this book, Where They Found Her by Kimberly McCreight, has like a fall vibe, and this is the most winter we get here in New Orleans. So I think that, you know, for me, this is gonna work for me. And I also really wanna read this book because it's Gabby Reads' Book Troop Book of the Month. Well, someone's going to bed without dinner, that's for sure. Okay, so this is Kimberly McCreight's Where They Found Her. This is gonna be my winter setting, even though it's kind of fall. He's like on one today. Next prompt is to read a book with snow on the cover. And for that one, I picked The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't get to this book. It's definitely gonna be the last one if I do get to it, and if I get the audiobook for it, because I just don't see myself having the time to read this one for our reading vlog. But it's an option. The next one is read a novella. Gabby Reads has always talked about A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. And I bought this. I thought it was a lot shorter. It's actually 180 pages. I was expecting it to be like 90 pages. So, but the words are big. So I should be able to like tear through this one. But this would be my novella. And then book that gives you thrills and chills. I mean, like that's all of them. They're all thrillers. I think. I don't know what the house is about. Is this a romance or like, I don't know. I heard it has a ambiguous ending. We love an ambiguous ending. So, but the rest of them are thrillers or horror. I think this one might be considered horror, but some people are telling me it's more thriller. So I don't know. But those are the 4 books I chose. So I actually already started reading and I'm 230 pages into Karin Slaughter's False Witness. This is my first Karin Slaughter book and I am having so much fun with it. It lives up to the hype. So I'm a little concerned because people say this is the most tame of her standalones. And so far at 230 pages in, this is probably the most triggering book I've ever read. We deal with child molestation, rape, gory murder, abortion, literally anything triggering I've already encountered. So I'm concerned that the rest of her books, if this is her most, stop it. If this is the most tame, how is this the most tame? Because it's already so triggering. But I'm having, stop it. So while this one is definitely triggering, definitely graphic, it is very well done so far. I've flown through it. I did not expect to be this far into the readathon already and already almost finished a book. This book is about a girl named Lee. And I have to be careful what I tell you because there's not much going on that you know going in. And there's a huge twist in the first 20 pages that I did not see coming. And I don't want to spoil it. But Lee is a defense attorney living in Atlanta. She has a bad past. There's a lot of secrets from her past. One day when she's at her daughter's play, she gets a call from the partner at her law firm saying, hey, we have a really rich dude who is requesting you to be his defense attorney. And you need to come to the office now because he wants you. And she's very confused because why does this rich guy that she doesn't know, or does she, want her to defend him? And apparently he's being accused of a lot of rapes. And that's all I'm gonna say. But I am loving this book so freaking much. I'm definitely gonna be able to finish it tonight because I'm flying through it. The hype for Karin Slaughter is real. Her writing is, you get trapped in this world because you have to know what's coming next. But yeah, I'm loving this. The next book was Where They Found Her. This is the Book Troop Book of the Month. Oh no, I lost my spot. This was the Book Troop Book of the Month for January for Gabby Reads Book Club. This is about a newborn who was found in the woods outside of like this prestigious university, and the newborn is dead. A journalist is coming and taking in the story. Apparently the journalist also lost a baby. I'm not sure if it was like a miscarriage or I don't know what happened, but she also lost her baby. We don't know going in. But I read 2 books by Kimberly McCreight and love her writing. She's very direct and to the point, no fluff. This is in 300 pages, perfect for a readathon. Her last 2 books were definitely 4 to 5 stars, so I have high hopes for this one. The next one, House at the Bottom of the Lake. I really don't know anything about this book. Young lovers anxious to connect agree to go on a first date. They decide to go explore the house at the bottom of the lake. So I don't know if this is fantasy or if they're gonna have like scuba gear on. I don't really know what to expect for this book at all, and I kind of don't want to know what's going on. I heard that if you don't like ambiguous endings, you won't like this, so I'm just going in knowing that it's gonna be a mind fuck and you're not gonna know what's going on, but I'm here for it. And then finally, The Winter People. This was one of Gabby Reed's favorite books of maybe 2020. We have 2 timelines, one from the early 1900s about a girl named Sarah who gets murdered, and then we're in the present, and a girl named Ruthie and her sister Alice move into the house where that dead girl from the 1900s lives, and Alice goes missing. So I think we're flashing back and forth between the different generations and figuring out what happens at this house. I don't know if this is a horror. I don't know if there's gonna be supernatural elements. I hope there's not supernatural elements because I don't like books with supernatural elements. I like books where you think supernatural elements are happening, but then at the end, there's a logical explanation for everything. So I'm hoping that's what this is. If this is a book about monsters and demons and shit, I'm probably not gonna like it, but I'm gonna go in with an open mind. I don't know, I don't want to know, and hopefully I enjoy it. I actually just got a new bookshelf. So there's gonna be a new bookshelf right here. I'm gonna move this into my bedroom and it's gonna be my new TBR bookshelf. My friends are coming over to help me build it because there's nothing I hate more than building furniture and moving furniture. So I'm buying them dinner and some wine and they are going to build my bookshelf. And I'm so excited about it because I've had this little baby bookshelf and I have books all over my apartment and I wanted a bookshelf that goes all the way up to the ceilings. I have really high ceilings. So I'm hoping it's cute and I'm going to try to film them building it, and I don't build things, okay? Do I look like someone who builds things? No. All right, so they're about to be here and then we'll start building. All right, Greg, are you ready to build this?
Yep, my personality, get me a glass of wine. Let's get this thing fired. Step 1, let's get this thing fired up. Start by attaching the metal connectors to support the pieces.
You got it?
Yeah, 6-year-old wrote this manual, I'm excited. Cat toys.
They're all in that room over there.
They don't need to play. Oh God, they gave us an Allen wrench. An Allen wrench, how nice of them. This is actually RuPaul's Drag Race. Shelves then secure with the Allen wrench.
Okay.
Fuck that means.
That's why you have to secure it because it's so dense.
I'm so scared. Why is it bending like that?
Because it has to stand up against the wall because it has nothing supporting the weight. Hi. This is gonna fall.
Not on my jacket.
Almost done. Now I understand. Now I really do understand why they said for a good 20 seconds you're gonna melt down.
I did great.
You did great.
Okay. Does this look stupid?
I think that this should look like.
Dude, do not put the Riley Sanger section to Karin Slaughters. They don't like each other.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be like fixing this for the rest of my life.
You're gonna be up all night.
I give this like a day before he knocks everything down.
Gordo.
What is he?
He's trying to climb up.
So what do we think? I know that it's not organized and I can't decide if I want to do color coordination or have it broken down by authors and genres, or I don't know what I want to do with it. I know right now it's ugly and it's all the same style. I know I've seen people's bookshelves where they lay some flat. So I think I'm gonna have a friend come over who's a lot more creative than I am and maybe like rearrange it and make it look pretty, because right now it's all over the place. And I bought this super cute little snow globe from Pottery Barn Kids, and it's Hogwarts. Isn't it so cute? And it plays the Harry Potter song. And I spent way too much money on it, but I wanted it for such a long time. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting a bookshelf, and this would be like a little present for the bookshelf, for my Harry Potter shelf. And I love how that came out. But yeah, I haven't been vlogging that much because I have been so busy. Last night I went and had some drinks with coworkers, and I have been severely hungover all day. But I did finish False Witness, and it was phenomenal. Like, I don't know why I have waited so long to jump on the Karin Slaughter train, because this book was so good. So, like, gut-wrenching, like, triggering. I learned that I do not like reading about needles and injecting heroin or drugs, and this book had, like, a lot of graphic scenes of someone using heroin and other fentanyl, all kinds of drugs. This book was very, very heavy on drug use and kind of humanized people who suffer with drug addiction and what they go through. So that was interesting to read about, but it was also very like, oh, I don't like needles. I don't want to read about needles. But also it was really hard to read about like child molestation, which is really heavy in this book. But Karin Slaughter just does a fantastic job of creating characters. Like, I really felt like I knew the characters. I loved some and then despised some of them. I don't want to like really get too much into the book, because you don't know much going in and you don't really want to know much going in, but some of the main characters are so evil. There were some fun twists and turns. I just loved it. I also have The Good Daughter and Pretty Girls. Which one do you think I should read next? Let me know, because I'm definitely gonna be reading all of her backlist books because I'm obsessed. But everyone's saying that this one is, you know, light compared to Pretty Girls and the other books. And I'm like, if this is light, literally was so triggering. I was like grossed out half the book, but it was fantastic. If you've never read a Karin Slaughter book, pick it up because that shit was good. All right, so my next book in this readathon, we are going to Where They Found Her by Kimberly McCreight. This book is only 300 pages, so it's shorter. I should be able to finish this one a lot quicker than I did the other one. The False Witness was like 430-ish pages. Also, I forgot to mention about this book. They have COVID-19 woven into the book, and it's done in such a good way, meaning it didn't feel forced, it didn't feel awkward. It's just like, oh, this is how our life is now with COVID-19, talking about, you know, masks, vaccines, and just how we've had to change our lives because of COVID-19. And I think this is gonna be so interesting to read maybe in like 20 years or whatever. So if someone picks this book up, it gets to kind of see what life was like during the COVID-19 and what we all had to go through and how it was different. So I really did like that about this book. And yeah, I like that COVID-19 was done well and it wasn't forced. So props to her on that as well. But yes, we are jumping into Where They Found Her. I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit more. I've just been so busy that I haven't been able to vlog like I wanted to. Also, if you have any suggestions on how I should do this bookshelf, please let me know, because I'm not creative and I don't know how to make things look pretty, but I do love it. All right, so yes, I will check back in once I've gotten a little further in this book.
Long to get caught up that by the time I'm done editing, I'm just like really tired and I want to go to bed. So it's kind of cool that it's...
My book of the month package came in. I went crazy this month. I got The Magnolia Palace, which is a literary fiction book. I got A History of Wild Places, which I think is a mystery mixed in with magical realism. I'm hearing mixed reviews about that, but... And then The Push, I've heard everyone talk about it, so I added that one too. And then our little bookmark is Put Me In, Coach. Okay. Yeah, these are what I got for this month. I'm most looking forward to this one because it looks so cute. So I am about 70 pages into Where They Found Her. It's all right. I'm not invested. It's about this woman who is a journalist, and she gets a call to go to a crime scene where they find a dead baby. The woman also lost a baby in the past. We're getting perspectives from the chief of police's wife. We're getting perspectives from this girl named Sandy, whose mother is all over the place and her mother disappeared. It's okay. I'm not feeling any way about this, which is probably not a good sign, but I'm gonna keep chugging along. It's only 300 pages. That's why I'm like, you know, staying optimistic that I won't get in a reading slump because I'll push through it. But I think what I'm gonna do now is watch the new Harry Potter special because I've heard that it's amazing. So I will go watch that and check back in.
Oh my God, the sun is gorgeous in here. If this apartment were a fragrance.
Longest swimmer of the three of us. And think of that cool breeze off the water while the rest of us are sweating inland.
And action. I adored Tom from the second I met him. He was always just the biggest sweetheart.
Working with Jason was a real treat. In fact, working with Jason was not always a treat. Just immediately.
And like stroke and touch dead Millie. And he was like, Emma, Millie's got to like stay in the coffin now.
I have forgotten.
After all this time. Always.
That was so good. It was everything I wanted and more. God, it was so emotional, so nostalgic. I want to read all the Harry Potter books again and watch all the movies. I want to go to Orlando to Harry Potter World. I love Tom Felton, the guy who plays Draco. He's adorable, so cute. Like, he played such an evil character, but in real life, he's adorable. Emma Watson is so classy, so poised, so put together. If you're even remotely a Harry Potter fan, you need to watch the Return to Hogwarts on HBO Max. Even if you really aren't, it's still so good because it shows you behind the scenes of them filming and just things on set. Gosh, that was really good. I loved it. As for the book, I'm 150 pages in. Meh. It's looking to be a 3-star. I mean, maybe there'll be some crazy twist at the end. We learned that someone else also died in the exact same area where the baby was found dead. There's a lot of characters. I'm not really invested at all, but I'm almost finished because it's such a short book. So I'll report back when I finish, but right now I'm just chucking along and not really enjoying myself. Okay, I have been so bad at updating with this reading vlog. Partly because I've been busy, and then secondly because the last 2 books I've read have been absolutely terrible. Okay, so where they found her, I wouldn't say it's terrible. I ended up giving it 3 stars, maybe 2.5. I just really did not enjoy it. I thought it was very convoluted. There were way too many characters that were one-dimensional, so it was really hard for me to follow their storylines. There was a lot of people in this book, and a lot of whose dad is whose mom is who slept with who, but the characters, I didn't like them or didn't really care about them one way or the other, so I could not follow the story or really put the pieces together. I finished this maybe 2 days ago, and I still, I forgot half of the story already. There was a main twist that was wow, but other than that, it was not a good time. It was 300 pages, and it felt like 500. It took me forever to get through this. But yeah, so this was definitely a letdown. Kimberly McCreight, I've loved her other 2 books that I read, but this one, I did not enjoy it too much. But I think some people will enjoy it because it's there's, murder, and what happened in the past is coming up into the present, which is normally a trope that I like, but... Okay, I read A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. What the fuck was this? No, literally, this was so stupid. And I'm really upset that I read it because it just pissed me off. It's literally about this boy and girl who go on a date on a canoe, and they stumble upon a house that's underwater, and they go and explore the underwater house. The underwater house, everything looks perfect. It's underwater, but there's furniture all in place. The rug is dry. The knives and silverware are all put together. There's an indoor pool. This is classified as a horror, but it was not scary in my opinion. Was it eerie? I guess. I'm assuming this is one big metaphor. I tried to look up the ending, to someone explain it to me because the ending made no sense to me and I didn't really know what was going on. Everyone was like, wow, this book was just so great. This was a metaphor for teenage love. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's like your 8th grade English teacher trying to make a book that's so boring, interesting by explaining all this hidden metaphors and symbology. No one cares. This book was not good. I know a lot of people on BookTube loved it. I frankly thought it was really stupid. Okay, I'm done. I gave it 1 star. I don't remember the last time I've given a book 1 star. So yeah, I did not have a good time with this. I don't understand how people enjoyed it. I thought it was stupid. Sorry, if you liked it, good for you. I thought I wasted my time. I feel like I'm in a reading slump. I'm kind of pissed off. These 2 books really didn't do it for me. I had this awesome Karin Slaughter False Wits. This book was amazing, and then it just went downhill. I'm not gonna finish. I'm not gonna start The Winter People. I'm in a bad mood. I need a book that's gonna definitely be a 5-star so I can jump out. Maybe I'll read Pretty Girls because I really wanna read more Karin Slaughter. But yeah, I'm sorry because this vlog, it just wasn't that good. There was not much cohesiveness to the vlog, but you know, they're not all gonna be winners. And thank you guys for watching it. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Thanks to Gabby Reads and Olivia's Book Latte for hosting this. And I look forward to doing another reading vlog soon. I'll see you guys later.
Stay